What's up guys, Joe here, welcome back to my channel, and today we are back with more T-Mobile Bianchi final season. Yes, it is the final season. PCM 21 comes out in 6 weeks. We're planning a new career with a new team and hopefully an even better series. That's the plan at least. But today, of course, we do have Strade Bianche followed by Paris-Nice. Then in the following episode, we will have Torino followed by Milano San Remo. Then I think we'll cut to the classics and then really try and get into the Grand Tours, because we're not going to be able to play every single race this season in time. More of a high level race season this will be in our final year with the team. And if you enjoyed the video today, make sure you hit like, really helps the channel out, and drop a sub on the channel if you're new. Kicking off today's episode then, we do have Strade Bianche. Like I said, we're led by a few riders. We have the likes of Alessandro Covi, Marco Brenner, Giulio Ciccone, Kevin Vermarca, Gianni Moscon, last year's winner I think as well, Samuel Battistella and Vincenzo Nibali line up for us today. Away we go then, and I think the breakaway could be a good option for us today. I would like Battistella in that breakaway. He is on a fantastic day, the Italian champion. Maybe Brenner as well. Let's try and get one of those guys to the front. And by the way, I did remember Moscon has won this race 2 years in a row. He is the double defending champion, trying to make it 3 years in a row. And we do have Battistella up the road right now waiting for some buddies. And to be honest, at this stage, I don't think he's going to get any solo breakaway today for Samuel Battistella. Okay, we're now on to the longest, or one of the longest, gravel sectors of the race. And we still have 3 minutes up the road with Samuel Battistella. And the guys behind are pacing hard. He looks absolutely great, I must admit, in this race right now. And we just need to follow moves behind whilst he's up the roads. Onto the Monte San Marie then. 2 minutes 40 is Battistella's lead. You can see Quickstep are pacing hard behind, and our guys are feeling this effort. Battistella does look to be our leader today due to his lead and his energy. I can't believe how good he looks right now, but we need to watch out for his hacks. We literally have 28 riders now in the group behind. So many strong riders are now struggling. Krat Anderson, Terji, Seneschal are behind, and yeah, we have Moscon sat in the wheels waiting to follow any moves. Is Van der Poel thinking about it? Not just yet. Still, Cavagna and Lampert's on the front. We have Bardet here for Alpine as well. Alaphilippe, Van Aert, all the favourites. Asgreen as well. We just need to stay in position. He still has a 3-minute lead. Alright, we have just seen a move. Alaphilippe and Van der Poel sneaks off the front. I'm going to try and bridge that right now with Gianni Moscon. We have Van Aert here as well. Let's try and bridge up to this group up the roads. Very strong move by Gianni Moscon. Of course, we're not going to collaborate with these guys, and that means we're covering off any moves. But Battistella still has 3 minutes. So that group have just been reeled in, and again, Van der Poel does kick off the front. Can we follow that again with Gianni Moscon? Plenty of riders seemingly trying to attack. We'll sit in though, we've missed it. Van der Poel has gone clear, but still, Battistella holds a 2-minute lead. His energy looks great, can't believe this. 25k to go for Battistella. His lead is down to 1 minute 50. Dylan Toons is now working for Peter Sagan and Facebook Trek in the front group. You can see the riders here. Very, very select group right now. And Moscon looks good behind, but Battistella is fighting to hold on. So I'm expecting to see a Van der Poel move any second now. So Moscon is on the front, just waiting around. You can see he really is thinking about this. And there he goes. There goes Mathieu Van der Poel. We need to follow right here with Gianni Moscon without bridging everyone else back in, really. But we are going to try and close that because we need to. We need to bring in Mathieu Van der Poel. And we do, to be fair, with Gianni again. We can sit up now. We have a smaller group here, but we need to follow every single move, whilst Battistella has 20k to go, trying to hold on at the front. But this stop-start rhythm is only going to help Battistella at the head of the race. 18k to go. He still has a minute. Moscon is here, just trying to take position at the front. That's all we need to do right now. Van Aert is here. Naas and Van der Poel, I'm sure they are considering something, but Asgreen working for Alaphilippe as well. But now 12k to go. Battistella needs to push it on this final gravel sector of the race. There goes Van der Poel. We're out of position slightly with Gianni Moscon. Can we bridge that to Van der Poel here? Let's just sit in the wheel, shall we? No, let's try and cover it. Moscon needs to try and get to Matthew van der Poel if he can, but we're not quite strong enough. Let's sit in the wheels. That's all we can do here. Battistella, I think we're all in for Samuel Battistella right now. 9k to go. Moscon and a few others are just sat behind. We can just sit in the wheels. Let's not relay, of course, with Gianni. We have Sagan, Narsen, Alaphilippe and Van Aert, then Van der Poel, and there is Battistella still at the head of this race. So Moscon can just sit here. That's all he needs to do. In fact, let's probably put him to also, so he maybe follows any moves as well. Battistella is completely cooked. It's no surprise either. Van der Poel is trying now to close it with everything he can as well. And Battistella is going to be feeling his efforts so much today. He's been out by himself all day long, and he is trying to hold on for one of the most famous Strade Bianche victories of all time. That is for sure. I don't think it will be for Moscon this year. Van der Poel is doing his best, but still 20 seconds. But Battistella sweeps now into the final kilometre. Just 15 seconds now. Back to Matthew van der Poel. We need to pace ourselves up the final horrible climb. Here comes Van der Poel. He tries to attack Battistella. Let's give our all. I think we're going to go quite early here. Moscon can sprint behind as well. Can we hold on? Here comes Van der Poel trying to beat Battistella. It's heartbreak. It's absolute heartbreak. Matthew van der Poel steals a famous Strade Bianche here in Siena. Battistella holds on for second. Moscon will not make it 3 in a row, but what a race that was. Van Aert gets third, Narsen fourth. Moscon will get a top 5. Oh, that is so upsetting. Heartbreak. What an epic race that was. They just gave Battistella too much room, bar 9 seconds. If we were given 9 seconds more in the early breakaway, we could have held on, but Van der Poel just too strong in the end, I guess. Maybe I went a little early, but we had to try and just stay away from him as long as we could. Second place though, what a result. Paris-Nice up next then, of course, the race to the sun. I think we have the 2021 parcours here. It does seem so. Should be a fun race. Plenty of mountains to finish as well. Let's get it. And we are led by Lenny Kemner today, but we also have Maxi Schachmann. So 2 very good riders here. We also have, though, Gino Marder, Antonio Taburi, Tobias Bayer, Stefan Bissiger and Georg Zimmermann. Away we go then for Paris-Nice today. Let's take a look at the start list. So Alaphilippe has made the trip here from Strade. We have Hershey here, Caleb Ewan as well. And to be honest, it doesn't seem like a super strong GC lineup. We have Sivakov, Geraint Thomas as well. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting race nonetheless. And today we probably have a sprint stage. All right, so 10k to go. This one is going to come down to a mass sprint. We have Zimmermann, Bayer, Schachmann and Bisker, who will sprint for us today, led out by Maxi Schachmann. I did plan to bring Giacomo Nizzolo to this one, but obviously he has a fractured skull, so no chance of that. We have a few guys really pushing the rhythm as well. 7k to go. We do have a quite steep downhill in the final couple of kilometers. Definitely need to try and remember that. So 5k to go. Banner, we go under it right there. Here goes Zimmermann, bringing our guys right to the fronts, hopefully at the perfect time. Now we can go with Bayer. Zimmermann is done for the day. Bayer straight up to 99 down this descent, trying to put Bisker in the perfect position, and we are definitely doing that right now. We have Bennett, Groenewegen, Ewan right behind us though. We definitely need to try and stay aware here. Here goes Schachmann trying to lead out Bisker. No one can follow, and it's going to be a breakaway win, is it, for either Bisker or Schachmann? It's a double celebration today. Who's going to take it? Stefan Bisker wins ahead of Maxi Schachmann, and they were sleeping, so we capitalise on that. Another flat one today then, and we really do have the race to the sun here because horrible weather in northern France, and hopefully Bisker, in the leader's jersey of course, can make it 2 out of 2. He's on a great day. Okay, so 7k to go here in stage 2 of Paris-Nice. Zimmermann, Bayer, Schachmann and Bisker are again our lead out train. Let's try and up it a little bit right now with Zimmermann up to maybe 99 even. Let's try that. Use the gels as well. Let's put Bisker right at the front, and that really is what won us the stage yesterday. But we have a great sprint train on paper here for Astana. Bennett, Tyson, Milano right there. But look at Georg Zimmermann doing God's work for our guys. Caleb Ewan to our right. Let's go with Tobias Bayer now into the final 3k. Look at Caleb Ewan. He has gone early with Stefan Kung. There is Sam Bennett as well. We need to go with Schachmann right here. Maybe gone a little late. Here comes Bissiger trying to go for the line, but Caleb Ewan has got the jump on everyone today, and he is going to win with ease. Our guys fighting for a top 5 to be fair. Jake Stewart here as well, but 5th and 6th for us only today. So guys, my bad. I literally just accidentally simulated the time trial here, but the good news is we've had a great result. Shackman did come 2nd. Could be our GC leader here, depending how he is in the mountains. Biska top 10 as well. Very frustrating. I would have liked to play it myself, but you can see Geraint Thomas up there. Stefan Kung winning the stage. Where is Lenny Kemner? He loses a heap of time, sadly. But Shackman right up there, and he does now go into the lead of the race. So following that time trial disaster, or a hiccup, we'll call it a hiccup. Not quite a disaster. We have the first GC action, really, of this race. I think Roglic won this stage in real life after Biska won the time trial. We're going to try and hold on with Shackman today. Kemner not feeling too good. So unfortunately for us, Tobias Bayer has fallen and he is going to withdraw from the race. A real shame there for the young Austrian. 60k to go then. Shackman just clinging on to the back of this group. That's because we are seeing a massive tempo right now. I think Zimmerman can try and protect Tabury. He's on great form today, by the way, and still only a 9th place in the GC, right in the top 10, but we did just see a fall, like I said, and quite a few riders are caught behind. The likes of Benoit Cosnefroy is well down now. So 26k to go right now, and we only have a couple riders left to the front. Let's actually relay with a couple guys as well. Marder can protect Tabury. He looks so good today, and Kemner can protect Shackman. He's a domestique today, by the way. Let's try and make this a difficult climb if we can, ahead of the even more difficult final climb to Cheruble. So we are seeing a couple riders. Magnus Sheffield for EF go out the back there. Hopefully we'll see a couple more out the back, but this should just be a leg sapping process where we try to whistle away the guys who aren't feeling quite as good to make them suffer even more on the final climb. So I think we can come into this final ascent as quick as possible, really. Let's get Georg Zimmerman on the front, little descending section right here. Shackman and Tabury both look pretty good. Let's put our guys right to the front here. Zimmerman can do a bit of tempoing to start, but we have a lot of strength today. Lots of riders still to the front for us. Biska is done. Zimmerman will be too soon as well, but Tabury and Shackman look so strong. Okay, so Mark Hershey does seem to now be making a move just as Zimmerman is done for the day. Let's use our gels with Tabury and Shackman. Try to make sure we're staying in a great position here. Kemner and Marder still have some strength left in the legs as well. Look at Hershey kick away from David Gaudu right there. Great ride by him. He does take some sprint points as well. Alaphilippe is here. Ben Tullett too for Vu Belifius. And now 3.5k to go. Still Shackman and Tabury look so good. So we're down to 21 riders at the front. Lenny Kemner is now done for the day. Great ride by him, acting as a domestique. We now have Tabury and Shackman to try and fight for this stage. Alaphilippe looks so good. Can we maybe get to his wheel? Let's try and get to his wheel now with Antonio Tabury. Shackman is on our wheel still. Let's try and up it with Tabury into the final kilometre. We need to go right now with Shackman if we want a chance at the stage win. Can we try and challenge? Alaphilippe is tiring to the line. Who's going to take it? I think Maxi Shackman wins at Cheruble. What a win. Tabury 3rd. He was pivotal as well. Further back we have Hershey, Sivakov, Geraint Thomas. Ben Tullett is here. Emmerich Mas as well. But what a ride by our guys today. So the GC looks very exciting right now after a great stage right there. And we have Shackman, Alaphilippe and Tabury on the podium. So 2 options still for us in the GC. You love to see it. Alaphilippe right there and the Ineos duo right on our heels as well. By the way, Shackman running away with the points jersey too here. Bayer is injured, but we are in yellow with Shackman, and boy oh boy, Biska gets a +5 day for this sprint stage. 12k to go, then the breakaway have been removed from the situation. We're on Stefan Kung's wheel right now, just Zimmerman, Marder and Biska as the lead out. I think we'll try and drop off Biska on someone else's wheel again today. Shackman, he can chill out as race leader. No lead out duties for him. But now we come into the final 5k. Pretty rolling terrain right now, I would call that. 4.5k to go though. We do have Saru moving up with Caleb Ewan on his wheel. Merlier is here. Haven't seen much of him so far this race just yet. Zimmerman is done. Let's try and move up Biska now with Gino Marza. Whose wheel can we try and drop him off on? I'm not quite sure right now. We're too far to the front, to be honest. We might just have to go for this. Caleb Ewan is to our left. Let's try and maybe just go right now with Biska onto the wheel of Tim Merlier. We can maybe go right now. Can we challenge for the stage win. Groenewegen just too quick. I think he will just about hold on. Biska maybe went a little late. Disappointing to miss out on a top 5 today for sure. So maybe the most difficult stage thus far in the race is about to get underway into Biel. We have a few climbs as well today. Plenty of climbing involved. I think we need to stay in position, and Schachmann could be a favourite in the final too. Right, so we have approached the main effort, the main climbing effort today. Other than that, it's really just short hills throughout, but I have put Zimmerman and Biska on the front. Let's up them maybe to 78. Try and make this climb a little more difficult than perhaps usual. Try and drop some riders, especially the sprinters. Oh boy, we have just seen a fall on the climb. Geraint Thomas has fallen there. He is right at the back of proceedings. I'm not sure if Ineos, yes they are going to wait for him with Quieto, Dennis and others as well. We were pressing on already and we're going to continue doing that. So we're going to continue pressing on with Gino Mada over the top of this climb, and we have suddenly 40 riders in the peloton. Wow, this has been massively whittled down right now. And whilst I say that, Geraint Thomas still working his way back in. He is going to do it right here, but he's spent all of his teammates pretty much. Okay, after all that, we have 61 riders at the front of the race. I'm pretty sure no one else is coming back on today. Taburi, Schachmann, they look great. They're our leaders, of course, and Schachmann is going to try and win this stage in the finish. Okay, 9k to go. We do have a downhill run now. I think this is the moment where Jonas Rutsch attacks in real life this year, if I'm not mistaken, maybe. But if I'm not mistaken, that was the case. I'd quite like to follow someone like Alaphilippe with Taburi, whilst we're going to try a pretty traditional lead out with Gino, Marza, Kemna, and then of course Maxi Schachmann. Can we get in the wheel of Alaphilippe? Not just yet, at least. Now 5k to go, we're right on the front of this race. Okay, 4k to go. Right now Gino Mada is going to pump things up to 99 over that little incline right there. I think we can follow Alaphilippe fairly shortly. There you go, Taburi on the wheel of Julian Alaphilippe. We now have Kemna going straight up to 99 as Mada is finished for today's stage. Schachmann trying to hold the wheel of his German teammate. There is Alaphilippe though, sat waiting to pounce on the German. As soon as he tries to go, we're going to go. There you go. There goes Alaphilippe. Here comes Schachmann. Can we come past him in the end? Oh, he's too good. He's too good, is he, on this occasion? It's got to be close actually, but I think Alaphilippe just about has us on this occasion. Hershey will be third. Bit of time as well, I think, on the rest of the guys. And we do get 16 seconds actually, and that does mean we go even further clear. Alaphilippe versus Schachmann at the moment. So the Queen stage is here, guys, and I think we're going to have to keep our guys in the main group. Biska can try and control things. Schachmann in yellow and on a great day, but Kemna, 2 minutes down in GC, of course, gets a +5 day. Kemna can win the stage, I'm pretty sure of that, but we need to try and protect Maxi. We need to try and find a balance here between Kemna and Schachmann. Of course, Alaphilippe is the main danger man in the GC, but some very strong riders are hanging around just behind us for sure. Pretty crazy the amount of attacks that are taking place right now. Caruso, we have Atkinson, 80 Mountain, a new gem for Jumbo Visma, trying to get up the road. Mike Woods, he's 9 minutes down in the GC, to be fair. Kosnefar is up the road. You can see Tim Wellens, of course, attacking. Norns Peters is here. We have the potential to have a really big and supercharged breakaway. We have to try and control things though. We're just reaching the top of the first peak today, and Biska doing such a good job controlling things. He's had a great race, of course, and really working hard now for the team in the Queen stage. He can lower it maybe to 65, 3 minutes to the front of the race, and still just riders all over the roads. And I think we have 9 who have formed a super group at the front. Still Biska rides on the front then. What a ride he is having today. I have checked this group and I do think that it is Jascha Sütterlin who is the best placed on GC at 3 minutes. Luckily, no one else seems to be particularly close, so not a particularly dangerous break for the GC at least. Oh my word, I've just seen Alaphilippe has fallen. Julian Alaphilippe has gone down. Boy, oh boy. Second place in GC, of course, the main man we need to look out for. We can't really press on here. Let's see what the other teams do. They do seem to be pressing on with Alaphilippe out the back. Oh no, it's happened to us. It's happened to us. Maxi Schachmann falls in the yellow jersey. He is now behind with the Holder Koenig Quickstep team. I've waited up with a few riders. We'll probably stay here with Mada. Actually, we have Biska and Zimmerman waiting for Schachmann. But now the yellow jersey and second place in GC are behind. We have the entire De Koenig team here helping Alaphilippe, and of course now Schachmann. Europe car are waiting as well. They must have someone behind too. absolute carnage at this race. Look at this then. De Koning are going to work super hard to try and get Alaphilippe, of course, back in. Schachmann can try and sit in the wheels. It's a big gap. Who is pressing on at the front of this race? It is Vu and the Ineos Grenadiers. This could be the end for Schachmann. So I think we are just about going to rejoin right here, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Zimmerman has been working a bit, and it seems the group's just about to join back together. Right, that was very difficult. Let's try and get Schachmann back to the front of this group. And Ineos have not made any friends there, that is for sure. Neither have Vu. Oh my word, it is proving so tough for Schachmann to get back to the front. We're trying to work our way through these groups, but guys are struggling all the time. You can see he is still behind right now. I think Alaphilippe has made it to the front group, but splits are forming and then kind of being closed straight away again. And Schachmann is spending so much energy. This is so far from ideal. So we are going to try and bridge it just over this climb with Schachmann. A strong move, but we haven't been able to. Right, Marder, you need to drop back. We have Kemner and Taberi for the GC at the front of this race. I think Schachmann should bridge it in this little descent. He has spent so much energy though. Right, so Gino Marder has got Schachmann at least back to the front of this group. Marder can get some water as well. Schachmann, I think we're going to struggle to hold on to yellow now with Schachmann because of Ineos pressing on. They've gained an advantage, to be fair to them, you have to say. Maybe Taberi, who is third in GC, has to try and hold on, or we go all in for Kemner, who is further back but on just an unreal day. Decisions to make, that's for sure. There has been no less up today from the Ineos Grenadiers. You can see they're all over the front of this group. They have Quieto, Thomas, Sivakov working, of course, to try and attack this final climb, the Kolmian. Schachmann is trying to cling on to some energy, but he's really struggling. And look at the Ineos Grenadiers. They're simply riding up the road right now into the foot of this climb. Let's try and set a steady tempo with Schachmann, but I think this is over for Maxi. Taberi and Kemner could well be our leaders. Let's see if Schachmann can pull off a miracle. Oh, well, we've had an early move here. David Gaudu goes. He's further back in GC. He is 3.5 minutes down actually, but here goes Carthy. Here goes Alaphilippe. That is certainly a move we need to react to now. Ineos are done. Now they're blocking Schachmann. Just terrible block as well from the Ineos Grenadiers and Rowan Dennis. I think we should bring these guys in just about, but there goes Hugh Carthy. He kicks again. This is a very aggressive start to the climb. Geraint Thomas goes as well. We're going to try and keep things steady with Taberi, that is for sure. So right now this race is all over the place. Taberi is going to try and control this group a little bit, but we do have some favourites who have gone up the road. We have Carthy, Thomas, Tullett as well up the roads right now. We are slowly bringing them in, but you can see 12k to go. Schachmann is really, really struggling for energy. We have brought those guys in, to be fair. Up the road now, just a few guys, I think, from the early breakaway, so no one particularly dangerous. We can slow up again, and David Gaudu kicks, no surprise. But again, Gaudu isn't dangerous in GC. We don't really need to chase that. Sivakov is much more dangerous. He seems to be working for the Brit, Geraint Thomas though. So Spotify are now going to work on the front for Wouter Pools actually, as Gaudu attacking this climb really, really aggressively. Schachmann, 7k still to go, is really, really struggling. And we may try something, I think, now with Lenny Kemner. Schachmann is going to have to set his own tempo. He cannot follow this to the line. Next goes Hershey. He's a minute down in GC. We need to try and chase in Mark Hershey here. Schachmann can go 67. Alaphilippe is cooked as well. No surprise there. He won't be winning Paris-Nice this year, but 5k to go. Taberi is working really hard for a Lenny Kemner attack, and look at us whittling the riders down now in this group as Schachmann really has been dropped and he has lost this race sadly. So what a turn this is by Antonio Taberi, and now Lenny Kemner needs to go on the attack. We need to try and win this race with Kemner. We're going past Hershey, past Gaudu. Kemner in the form of his life right now at Paris-Nice. Taberi is completely cooked. We cannot go any further in this race with Antonio Taberi. We need Kemner to try and win this. It is a very aggressive tactic, but Kemner has gone. We need to gain over a minute on Geraint Thomas. We're 1.5 minutes down on Geraint Thomas. We have a minute on the road though. What a ride this is with Kemner. You can see the finish up the roads. His gap is 1 minute and 10, 1 minute 15, going up all the time. What a ride. Oh my word, Lenny Kemner, you are a god. Is he going to win Paris-Nice with an unbelievable attack on the Val d'Or Le Colmian? Kemner trying to give his all until the line. He's 2 minutes and 18 down in GC. 10 bonus seconds for Lenny Kemner at the finish. And no one is in sight right now. Let's see. We have Gaudu, Thomas coming to the line. How far down are they? Thomas, I think has lost Perixx to Lenny Kemner. That is the comeback of all comebacks. Oh my words. Let's wait and see for sure, but I think that could be the ride of Lenny Kemner's life. And poor Maxi Shackman really wasn't his day, but he really gave his all. What an effort. Perhaps the best ride of Lenny Kemner's career. He wins on the Kolmian by 1 minute and 50 seconds ahead of Hershey and Geraint Thomas. Godot was very offensive. Was a ride by Mikael Bjerg as well, but this is the moment right here. Let's watch him celebrate in the T-Mobile colours, of course. And in the GC, Lenny Kemner goes into the lead after being over 2 minutes down by 16 seconds. That is incredible. Can't get over that ride, guys. What a ride. Shackman, so unlucky for him. Taburi, he worked hard as well. It was such an aggressive tactic, but Lenny Kemner pulls it off in the end. Unbelievable stuff. To win Perixx provisionally ahead of the final stage, of course. Shackman still has green, good to see. And of course, we hold the Movistar classification. So guys, Kemner gets the +3 day to try and finish this race off in Nice, of course. I'm going to say Paris, of course it's in Nice. And we do have difficult climbs today. I think Col d'Ez, there it is, Col d'Ez. Some difficult climbs, but it's a very short stage, 110k. I hope we can continue in yellow by the end. Okay, so the race really has taken shape now. Zimmerman and Bisker are going to have to relay for us up the roads. We do have a big breakaway again. No surprise there. I'm not sure who's in this group. Can't see anyone particularly dangerous in GC. If they win the stage, to be honest, it's not a big deal. But let's try and control and maybe challenge there. All right, so Hershey has fallen. Godot has fallen as well in this descent right here. Luckily, our guy's still up on their bikes, so no need to worry there. We're going to continue at just the tempo we've been at. And the breakaway do have over 2 minutes, so looks like they are in favour of taking the stage, to be honest with you. Also, you probably saw I was relaying with Bisker. A +4 day for him. We can try and win the stage with Stefan Bisker. Let's try and keep him in this group. Taburi can even try and protect him if he can move up, whilst Marder can do some work on the front for now. Okay, and we have absolutely exploded this race on this climb. Having Gino Marder as a domestique is pretty powerful, it would seem, because we still have all our guys here, bar Georg Zimmerman, who is working for the entirety of the first 50k, and now just a minute to the front of the race. What a ride by Gino Marder here. Okay, we have now just come on to Col d'Ez, and Alaphilippe and Mark Hershey, to my surprise, have attacked from this group. Up the road, we have Benjamin Thomas, Grossschartner, Stefan Kung, who is struggling now, but Alaphilippe and Hershey are going to try and bridge that gap. Luckily, Marder's still here and looking great. He can try and bring that in for sure. Let's make sure Bisker at least stays here, as well as, of course, Lenny Kemner. And Marder should be able to control, I think, this attack from Julian Alaphilippe. He's 2 minutes down in GC. We don't want him to win this stage though. Right, 16k to go. This is the final lap. We will head to the left there in a lap's time to try and go to the finish. Alaphilippe now attacks onto the final climb. My oh my, Grossschartner and Benjamin Thomas still up the road. Let's try and stay with this group whilst Marder still working on the front. What a rider. Alaphilippe is just up the road for now. But luckily, other teams looking to bring in Julian Alaphilippe, but they literally cannot catch the man at this rate. He is unbelievable. Quieto is done. Still, Alaphilippe is just up the road, and I think Cosnefra, no, he can't quite bridge that gap. Still, though, we do have a breakaway. So Alaphilippe has been caught, but now Tullett, Hershey are attacking to try and go for the stage. You can see Bisker is just about clinging on in this group. Kemner is struggling, or Shackman, sorry, is struggling. Kemner looks great, in control of this race. We can tempo with him over the top, whilst Bisker is going to stay in this group, and he should be a big favourite with his sprint now as we head into the final descents. Okay, so 4k to go. We can use those gels. Kemner is on the wheel of Julian Alaphilippe, whilst we are going to try and win the stage here with Stefan Bisker. Marder is his makeshift lead-out man today, but Bisker looks absolutely fantastic. Taburi up to 99. Marder can go pretty shortly as we head into the final corner. There goes Gino Marder. Can Bisker try and challenge today? Let's go. Bisker versus Biniam Gamay, who is still here. Gamay has Bisker on the line. Bisker went too late. We missed out on the stage. We played it perfectly, but Biniam Gamay, too strong today. The Eritrean, what a ride by him, and what a finish to this race. Really fun end to the race, it has to be said. I really love this Perixx drama in the final two stages. Shackman couldn't hold on to yellow, but Kemner, of course, did. What a recovery. We win the GC, and I'm not too salty about the final stage. You can't win them all. Gamay, a very good sprinter in his own right. I played it safe. I didn't realise we still had a sprinter of Gamay's quality in that group, so I tried to play it safe, but in the end, he just pips Bisker to that stage win, but a few stage wins all in all. Biska did get a win at the race as well. Shackman takes the green jersey, and yeah, a really successful race. And that does now put us firmly atop the World Tour standings, things you absolutely love to see in this final season. But guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode of T-Mobile Bianchi. I'm loving this season. I hope you guys are too. If you are, make sure you smash that like button, drop a sub down below on the channel if you're new as well. I'll see you guys in the next one.